Hey there YouTube, I'm Yukitsu, this is Yukitsu Times, welcome to my channel, welcome to Medieval 2 Total War and our continued tour through time. And as you can see, things are sort of going approximately as they've always been going. We're continuing chugging along at our slow and plodding pace. We're probably going to have to try and take out Bern here, but we just don't have the forces to do it. And we're also, of course, trying to take out this little island of whoever the hell lives there. Does this actually say who lives there? No, it's rebels. Okay, that's good. Less political backlash if I happen to screw this up politically, but that's fine. Let's see here. So we need to kind of work on our economy a little bit more, but let's just quickly mouse over all our buildings. It looks like they're all already building shit. This place isn't, but it's already sort of where it needs to be because it's a castle. I might want to start burning down castles and replacing them with other sorts of cities so that I can actually get more economy rolling, but that might not be the most practical thing right now. I have got an awful lot of these cities. Wow. Communal farming is probably a good idea. Increase our farming potential even more. And we should also probably start looking towards making it so that we can recruit more and better infantry as well. So we're going to build up a little bit of that so that we can do what we need to do. And let's actually check how much money we would make on a mine here. Oops. We would make plus 200. That's a really shitty mine. Okay, so I think that's all we can really manage here right now. This mine here is really going to help us rake in the cash. So we're making about 6,000 a turn or whatever. It's really, the projected tables here is just really nonsense. Our projected profit's 1,205. That's before trade, I think. Or at least we seem to always get more money than it's implying that we will at the end of the turn, so I don't really know what the hell those numbers really are supposed to mean. But yeah, we need to start recruiting more troops as well so that we can continue our conquest of the places. And like, look at this shit. Look at that. That is nonsense. We're going to potentially want our captain here to go join up with Prince Henry. And we're going to start recruiting more troops because, like, holy shit, do we ever need them. Mounted sergeants are a good thing to have, mailed knights. What they'll let us do is we can take this rebel castle with a huge force of really high-quality, high-powered knights, and hopefully we'll be able to wait these guys out, basically, rather than attacking them directly, because, like, look at all these... Sergeant Spearmen are really scary. Mailed Knights, they've got 2 units of those. They've got all sorts of crazy crap here. We don't have the army to take that out right yet, so we're going to have to really pull together and make sure that we can recruit something that'll let us deal with that, and I don't really know if we can. I mean, just look at the recruitment options we have. We just don't have any recruitment options. And we're also running out of money, so that's good. That's really good. We'll have that queued up next turn. We'll go here and switch this to these guys instead of these guys. They'll save us a little bit of money, and then we can start building the other thing that we are going for, the grain exchange. And that will probably be this turn, but yeah, things are looking kind of bleak in a certain respect. We might have to go in and raise taxes in these cities again, but I think that we're already at very high in most of our cities. Yeah. So I don't think we can tax our populace much more than we already are. There we go. Very high tax rate, and Magdeburg will get us a little bit more cash. Breslau, how are you doing? You're at high, we can get you to very high. Prague, normal, we can get you to high. Or very high. We can get you to very high. So taxation during this period, you know, we've got crushing taxes, but because of the way this particular game works, it seems to not really matter all that much. Okay, let's see. Our priest finds nothing. Our merchant is going to continue walking until he gets somewhere really far away, and then he'll start trading. And let's see here. I'm not really sure which of the major powers I can actually afford to get in a war with anytime soon, because we're still mostly focusing on our economy rather than having an advanced military, so we're going to end up a little bit behind certain other factions. Like France is usually quite scary. England is pretty isolationist. They're not likely to come down here and cause any trouble.
I bring word
Trade
from
rights.
England, noble sire.
Okay, we're going to accept
It was
that.
a fair deal, yes? Very well. What
And we
else
are
do you
going
have
to
suggest?
offer map information. We want their map information, and we want them to make a single payment of $100.
It's good to see we could reach an agreement. Good day to you.
Okay, so now we'll know a little bit about the English position, and they've got that sort of area around France that they hold. They tend not to hold that very long against the French, but they'll also usually crush Scotland, so we can expect them to expand that way. Let's see here. Venice looks like they're really sort of taking control of the situation here. Holy shit. Hopefully they'll get into a war with the Ottomans. That's sort of what ends up keeping them in check. Well, it's not the Ottomans, it's like the Turkish factions. And they're usually also quite powerful. Constantinople's, I think, supposed to be the richest city in the world at this point in time. At least historically. I'm not sure if it is in this game. And we're not doing too bad for ourselves. Look at Frankfurt and Vienna. Like, Vienna, 2,524 a turn? That's amazing. Okay, Milan, you guys are really disappointing me here. Oh, shit. Okay, so we got Moorish invaders here who've decided to make landing in Florence. We're going to have to rush another army down there to try and assist.
We are under siege.
Yeah, what we can do there is get our forces, hire up as many mercenaries as possible, and then go relieve the city. We're probably going to have to, because if they get any sort of attack chance, they're going to be able to take it. Yeah, so let's see what these guys have here.
Infidel.
Let's see here. They've got at least 7 units, and at least 2 of them are cavalry. I'm expecting more. He's already got siege equipment. What kind of army do I have here? This is such a shitty army. Okay, let's see what kind of mercenaries we can actually even get here. I forget how to actually even get mercenaries. Let's see here. Let's move these guys.
Holy Kaiser. Kaiser.
Okay, you guys. Mercenaries.
Kaiser.
Okay, we can get 3 of these mercenary spearmen. They're quite good. And then we can get 4 of these mercenary crossbowmen. And that will pretty much be all our money. So let's hire at least these 3. And how much have we got here? Spend makes blah blah blah. 10% discount on unit training costs and 10% bonus cash gain from looting. So these guys, or actually let's take that off. Let's go back to here. That gives us 7 units. We're equal on numbers, but we're not going to be able to actually beat him since he's got a quality advantage, definitely. This is all we can afford here, I think. No, we can afford all of it. That's going to be all our money for the turn, but it might be worth it. Okay, so we've got a pretty big army that we can go and take out Captain Salem with.
On you, infidel.
Yeah, infidel, blah, blah, blah. Let's continue on going here. We might encounter a Moorish fleet or something.
Yeah, fleet.
Who are these guys? Those are Byzantium. That's perfectly fine. They're acceptable friends and buddies of the Holy Roman Empire by contrast to certain other people. We're already on low tax rate. That place is in trouble. Okay, perfect.
Holy Kaiser.
Okay, so this has the potential to suck, so we'll do it last. Let's get these guys reinforcing over here. So Dijon should be easy enough to take down were it not for the fact that they've got a lot of chevrons, but they're also damaged. So this might be something we can assault. We'll consider that. Actually,
let us strike, Kaiser.
Yeah, let's not do that yet. We'll do this one first since this one's more important. I kind of want to save first. This is quite a bad situation. Let's see here. Yeah, the Moors have declared war on us, blah, blah, blah. We might be able to fend them off just by threatening them, but let's not try and do anything like that. Okay, so we've got a pretty big advantage now because of all those mercenaries. We can't do a night attack. I forget if this allows this army to be controlled by the AI. I don't want the AI to control these guys. Yeah, so
as you march in the Kaiser's name.
Moors at this point in time, pretty darn good troops. They've got a lot of cavalry in this particular army, and cavalry is OP as shit in this game. So we might have a hard time beating them despite our numbers. The only really good advantage that we've got, our crossbowmen can deal a lot of damage even to mounted units. We don't want to be fighting in this weather. Not when we've got to rely on our crossbowmen. Okay, this is better. And let's go ahead and get our crossbowmen all lined up and ready. We got these guys. We'll get them on guard mode since I don't really want them to... Okay, that looks good enough. Okay, we're going to get our mercenary spearmen up front since we want them to die. We'll get these guys out here as a flanking reserve force. We'll use these guys to guard our flank against those guys. And we'll have our general sort of front center. That ought to do. Okay, group 1. Moors, desert cavalry, missile cavalry. Okay. Looks like they've got a combination of just missile troops and melee cavalry and missile cavalry, so we shouldn't be too bad off here. If I can get at these guys with my cavalry, I should be able to take them out. Okay, we're gonna keep our troops further back, actually. So our crossbowman already opening fire. Starting to take out some of his guys already. Want our general to not get into that fight. Light cav over here. Our general should be more than a match for them, along with the peasant support that he's got. Okay, let's get these javelin men. I think I overcommitted the amount that I was purchasing for this fight, simply because the Arabs are using really lower tier quality troops in this particular fight. I was worried about higher quality troops, and I think they could realistically afford by now. Okay, so those guys are all gone. This light cav is holding on, but there's no match for my general himself. They're doing a really good job against the peasants. Oh, no, wait, they're kicking my general's ass. Let's get all our...
This battle progresses well for the Empire. Stay
Since we
strong,
can't allow
and the
our
enemy
general
will
to
be
die here,
defeated.
let's... Okay. Okay, so those light guys have routed. We're going to retreat these guys back since I don't want my general to die. We're going to get these guys to start attacking these guys. Okay, these guys are missile
The enemy
cav.
general flees. He has kein honor.
Kein honor. See those crossbow bolts
Only
raining down.
half the enemy force remains.
Okay. These guys are coming back in. We're gonna go for those light cav before they can wreck our general again, because our general's down to 10 men. It's pretty bad. And over here, we've got 2 units, so let's have one break off this way and the other one will continue to chase after these guys. The problem with this game is that they don't have a shattered condition, so these fights can take an awful lot longer, simply because your enemy's never going to actually completely leave the battlefield. Okay. I think that's the entire army broken. So we should be able to reimburse some of our funds from this battle, simply because our opponent is probably going to lose a lot of troops captured that we can sell back to them, sort of, and that'll help out quite a bit. Okay. But isn't this annoying? And this is why cavalry is so good, is because my opponent would not be able to do any of this bullshit. Okay. It's like, oh, but it's a smarter, intelligent AI. Not really, it's just the
Our
units
men are
wasting
winning
our
the
time
battle.
and running.
Continue like this, and victory is ours.
Okay. These guys actually gonna... No? No? Okay. So as you can see, they barely killed any of our Holy Roman Empire mercenary spearmen here, because they're just so much better, but over here, we're able to finally kill those Sudanese javelin men. That's good.
We have broken the enemy army.
Okay, we're gonna end
The
battle
Reich
just because it is
shows its
really getting
obvious
annoying chasing them down.
superiority through victory.
133 men lost, 702 remaining. That's pretty good. Let's see. Yeah, so we can get a 692 by ransoming these guys.
Yes,
We're going to go
the
ahead and do
Sultan.
that. Okay, well, they've refused to pay the ransom, so that army is now essentially dead.
A proud
And
victory
they've
for the
retreated
Reich.
back into the
For
ocean,
the
so
Reich.
Kaiser,
let's go ahead and
Your will,
send
forward.
these troops back to Boulogne.
today's march ends here,
We can
Kaiser.
actually get these guys all the
Orders,
way to
Kaiser.
Boulogne,
Your
and
march!
that'll let us get those guys a bit
Hail,
happier.
mein
And then we
Kaiser.
can move this army into
For the
Florence,
Reich.
and that'll bring them into happiness. So this helps
Kaiser.
out our armies, and then we're going to keep moving these guys
Die
over there because they're
Weg
militia, and they're free if they're stationed in Boulogne. So as you can see, we're paying for these guys. We have to check our money this turn. Next turn, projected treasury total quite high, but we're still going to be
Your will.
losing quite a few men.
Kaiser,
Just because
Your will.
with this army, I could probably take Venice in case they caused a problem. I'm going to try and keep at least some of them.
Orders,
What I'm going
Kaiser.
to do is just move
Your
all these
will,
guys
Kaiser.
so that they're in these units, and then
Your
I'm going to
will.
disband this group here. And that should bring us quite a bit better, a little bit better. And actually, no, it's
Your
just
will,
too
Kaiser.
expensive to maintain all these
Kaiser.
crossbows. We'll disband most of them, and that should be fine. Yeah, these were the ones that were costing me the money, so I'm going to go ahead and do that and end turn. I forgot to move my monk, that's fine. Most of the area that I've explored already is as much as I'm going to be able to realistically get. Anything past this limit is pretty much going to be impossible for me to take before France takes it without really weakening myself more than I can afford to. What's Venice want? Hello, Venice. He's probably like a diplomat that was sent on the same mission as his friend, and it's just like, oh yeah, you should go and like do this, and it's like, we already have a trade agreement with you guys, and he's like, oh, well, why'd my king send like five diplomats? And I'm like, I don't know. Let's see here, Milan, that's fine. Looks like there's a little bit of a merchant war going on. I think Byzantium might be at war with Venice or something. Would not be overly surprised. Venice was kind of a jerk to Byzantium. And there's rebels all over the Hungarian countryside. Perfect. I don't know why I can see that. Oh, my merchants can see that. Okay. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. So we've got ourselves a good chunk of money. The Moorish fleet
Leave me be,
consists of
infidel.
only one Dao.
Is it not obvious I
Holy
am your
shit,
foe,
where'd they
infidel?
get all these? Okay, well,
Ja, Kaiser.
that's gonna suck.
Ja, Kaiser.
Oh, for son of a
Orders,
bitch.
Kaiser. Nein, the fleet cannot go there. Ja, Kaiser.
I hate the way navies work in this game sometimes. Okay, so we're gonna
Ja,
have to
will.
move these guys back in here
Ja.
because there's a whole shit ton of Moors out here.
Leave me be, infidel.
Look at this. Where did they
Empty.
get all this? They just attacked. God damn it. Okay, now what we can hope for is that they'll actually attack Florence. That would be quite nice of them. We're going to go ahead and hire another militia unit, and we're not going to send our militia back to over here. We're going to actually recruit two from Bologna itself. That's about the best we can do, really. Hopefully we'll be able to use the city walls to really stick it to the Moors, but that's
Ja, Kaiser.
kind of not necessarily going to be true. So let's look at other armies in the region. We kind of want this army so that we can take over the rebel castle, Switzerland over there, whatever that happens to be. There's still rebels up
Come
here,
and
so I
face
can't
the
really
might of
move
the Reich,
this
cowards.
army. I could move some of the forces from Nuremberg. I think I'm over-garrisoned at Nuremberg, although all these are quite wounded, so let's actually see if we can retrain anything. Not really. Looks like we're going to have to continue on with our lives as we're going. Let's see here. Might be a good idea for me to get the knight stables up here so I can start working on higher quality troops. City of Magdeburg is working away. These guys are plugging away. Can I upgrade the city yet? No. Looking for cities that I can upgrade the walls for, since that population growth will really help out in the long run. I think Frankfurt or Vienna might be getting there. No. Oh dear. Yeah, these larger cities would be nice to have. Well, I can upgrade to the size of castles. And larger castles does not really help right now. I can upgrade the wooden wall in Florence, which is because I can't use it for the upcoming battle, but yeah, good times. Good. Wonderful. Anyway, let's see here. hopefully I can get the Moors to back off maybe, but I can't actually get a diplomat down there to go talk to them, so that's a problem. Well, that's going to be about all we can really do right now for military expenditure. Those guys are still assholes. If we take Dijon sooner, we'll be able to take over that, move our forces here, and then if we take there, we can start reinforcing Florence, because I suspect we're going to have to retake Florence and Bologna from the Moors, because they're just too strong down there. Anyway, let's just hit this. I'm not going to worry about scouting anymore since I've got domestic... I can't worry about expansion right now, is the problem. So we're going to have to worry about increasing the sizes of our armies and our reinforcement capabilities and get ready for a southward push into the Moors, and hopefully they'll have too many enemies back home, like the Spaniards, the Portuguese, to attack us any more than they're already... Like, I don't know why they're sending so many huge armies after us. It's a little bit uncharacteristic given who they actually have as enemies during this time period. Like, yeah, they didn't like the Holy Roman Empire, but they kind of had more pressing matters back home rather than sailing a fleet all the way to Italy and then fighting there. Like, they really should be focusing in Spain unless they've got a peace... They might have a peace agreement with Spain. Oh, dear. Look at this bullshit. Okay, so Florence now besieged. Fan-freaking-tastic. Okay, well, whatever.
The enemy stands outside the walls. We must defend them.
Fantastic. Okay, so we're potentially going to be in trouble down there. Depends on what they do. If they attack us, we might be able to hold them off. If they decide that they're going to sit out there for like 3 turns, we might be able to relieve Florence.
The enemies of the Reich have met their doom.
Okay, so those guys just gave up.
Taken
Let's go ahead and
lands
occupy
by
Dijon.
force.
Perfect. Candidate for adoption, Prince Henry. Yes, let's actually do this. And the reason we're doing this is that he should end up around Bologna, I think. No, where the hell did he go? Did he end up in Florence? No, where the hell? Fly on Hamburg, end of turn report, blah blah blah. Okay, let's... strange. Right, well let's check out what they've got here. They've got at least... They've got a lot of missile troops. They're pretty much all missile troops, so there is that going for us in our favor here. We might be able to break through at the expense of like all of our troops, but I would much rather try and get them to try and sally forth, or sorry, to try and assault the walls, which they might do. That's a possibility. Okay, so where's the new guy? Because I kind of want to send him to his doom against the Ottoman army.
Ja, Kaiser.
Shoot. Okay, so I think he's over in Dijon now. I don't know why he's all the way in Dijon. Okay, let's see here. I need to get him to Bologna. He'll collect forces along the way.
Tomorrow, Kaiser.
And we'll also potentially try and invest Bern. Can increase the size of it too. Fantastic. Okay, Stauffen, your forces. We can hire another mailed knight from you guys. That's going to be enough, I think. And we'll move your forces. We can move all of them down to Bern.
Yeah, closing on the Reich's enemies.
Shoot. And it looks like we can, actually, we need to repair that wall first, I think, but whatever. Okay, let's look at our army. We can move...
Your will! Kaiser! Kaiser!
You guys.
Kaiser?
Try and reinforce the army around Bern. Gonna set their tax rate to low, so we can move a few more of our troops out of here.
Your will!
Let's move these
Kaiser.
guys over to Stauffen.
Your will! Ja, Kaiser! Today's
And that
march
will
ends
help
here,
out
Kaiser!
quite a bit. These guys, I need to recruit more units for them, but I can't do that quite yet. So
Ja, Kaiser.
I think this is about the best we're going to be able to do for now. Forces at Innsbruck, I need to start moving towards Bologna. I can recruit a militia, that way I won't have to pay for it, and it lets me
For the Reich.
move these forces
Kaiser.
down.
Ja, mein Kaiser.
I need archers.
Ja, will.
And I can keep taxing Innsbruck as I am. That's fine. Dijon is in trouble as far as morale goes. So let's recruit some units here. And that will also be useful over elsewhere. But what I'm probably going to have to do is I'll probably get repulsed at Bern. We'll say that's fine. Let's see here. What else can I even do, really? This is a really awkward, sticky situation. Let's recruit 2 more of these guys and we'll throw them into the fire against the Moorish forces. I'm going to actually move these guys correctly this time,
Full sails.
which is really annoying. I really... Like,
Ja,
if you move too close to another navy, your navy automatically stops moving
Full
and
sails.
it can't move the rest of the turn. Oh, look, like here.
Are
So
you
now my
sure,
navy is
Kaiser?
just locked, and that's bullshit. Like, ugh, God. Okay, well, whatever. Let's get a communal farm going. And that's all I can really do this turn. Could probably build another leather tanner, but I don't think that would be useful right now. Nuremberg, what did I need? A town hall might be a good idea near Nuremberg since they're a little bit unhappy, so let's go ahead and do that. And that's all our money. Okay, so that's another turn. Let's see what the Moors do, and depending on what they do, we can either continue on or we can cut the episode here since we've made some pretty good progress, I think. Okay, Venice guy's still just standing there talking at me. Fantastic. Yeah, so I guess I could talk a little bit about why this video is so late. So in case you didn't know, did the 1,000 video celebration thing, and I kind of did that at the time when I normally would have been filming my episodes for today and for Thursday. So we're actually like way behind on when we should be doing things. Okay, I really hope Byzantium is here to help. I really hope Byzantium is here to help, because otherwise I am in some serious trouble. Oh hey, look, it's a Moorish diplomat. Hello. He's probably going to demand...
Your honorless antics, we would speak with you this day.
Oh, sweet. They're saying that they don't want to fight me.
Humbled and honored you would accept. You bring
With
words
no
which mean-
terms. Holy shit.
Very well.
That's right, Moors. Get the hell off my land. Oh man, that's happy days. That's happy days for me. Okay, so that gives us time to rebuild our garrison up at Florence. What's going to happen is they're going to get in a big fight with the Byzantium forces over here in Florence, and it's going to be really weird and awkward because they're like having this huge war, and it's just like, go fight in your own countries. Get off my land. And they're like, no. Hopefully I won't get dragged into the war with them. Looks like Poland is actually quite a lot weaker right now than I would have thought them to be. And they're dealing with little rebellions all over the place. Okay, this time I'm going to remember to move my
Ja,
merchant.
Kaiser. Ja.
He's going to head down here. Down
Kein
here a little
problem.
bit.
No further today, I'm afraid.
Diplomatic information. Following factions are now at war with... Oh, okay, this is why. Wait. Byzantium Empire and the Holy Roman Empire? What? For shit's sake. Oh my god. Byzantium, why? Why? What did I do?
Talk is cheap.
Okay, so let's see what they've got here.
Me.
Okay, so they've got two
Name the
tiny,
field.
non-existent armies
We will
here.
meet you there.
We'll go ahead and we'll
And
take our army
honor,
and
Kaiser.
we'll go
Orders, Kaiser.
trounce...
For your
Trounce some
honor,
Byzantiums.
Kaiser, we will attack.
Get the
We
hell off my
honor you,
land.
Kaiser, with this victory.
Okay, so let's just
Kaiser.
send these guys
Ja,
here.
Kaiser. Marching to battle.
Okay, let's push them both into their
For
boats.
the Reich.
Is that even our port? That is our port. You bastards. Oh dear.
Ja, mein Kaiser.
Okay, we'll send these
Kaiser.
two down
Ja.
to Florence. That'll keep them happy.
Holy Kaiser.
We'll move these guys back
Ja,
over to
noble
here.
Kaiser.
Ja, mein
And
Kaiser.
these guys back into Bologna.
Ja,
There we
Kaiser.
go. So, yeah, we're now at war with
Kaiser.
Byzantium for some reason.
Course plotted.
Okay.
Full
This is
sail.
even more annoying when you're traveling to
Ja,
the
Kaiser.
Americas.
Dropping anchor
It's
until
just
morning.
seriously annoying. Okay, there we go. Okay, and with that,
Hail,
we
mein
can actually
Kaiser.
return this guy to Dijon,
For the Reich.
which is going to get them a bit happier. That means that we can have
Kaiser.
this guy lead our army
Ja,
at
Kaiser.
Bern.
Ja, Kaiser. merging to create a
there's no
fearsome
way in hell
horde,
that I'm
my
actually
Kaiser.
going to assault that castle, so we're going to leave that as is. And, yeah, so now we need to start rallying forces to fend off friggin' Byzantium. That's just not what I wanted to be doing with my time. It's the last thing I wanted to be doing with my time in a lot of respects.
An honor, Kaiser.
Let's see here. Can move
With
him down
honor,
here.
Kaiser.
Venice, very poor. It's because I was moving people through Venice there. That's fine. You know what? It's fine. They'll be fine. And we'll be fine. Everything is going to be great. Okay, so we're going to just keep recruiting those guys. And the reason is that they're free. Well, you have to pay for them, but their upkeep is free. So you may as well fill each city with the maximum amount of them just so that they control your public order.
Yeah,
And,
Kaiser.
yeah, make
Yeah,
things a little bit
I
less
shall
shitty.
go.
I can afford to
Orders,
probably
Kaiser.
send these two knights
Ja,
down
mein
to
Kaiser.
assist at Bern.
Forward.
And I can
Today's
probably
journey
actually
is
afford
over.
to send these archers down to
Kaiser.
Bern,
Ja.
even though I forgot
We
to
make camp
earlier,
here.
but they should make it next turn. Dijon, that actually leaves them in a little bit of trouble. Huh, interesting. Okay, well, Stauffen, let's recruit some archers. And I can almost upgrade this castle, I just need the cash. Next turn we're not going to have very much money again, but yeah, let's hit end turn one more time. Let's see if we get a rebellion, because life sucks and then you die. And let's hope for the best here. We're truly in a dominant position.
France, noble lord.
Okay, an alliance with France is a really good idea.
Très bien. Très bien, seigneur.
Like,
I hope I shall see you
we're a
again.
major power block in Central Europe, and France is on our side. Now, that leaves us with the ability to present really, really crushing dominance in sort of Central Europe, which is going to be really hard for anyone to crack. And I think that France is usually quite popular with the Vatican, so that should help us in those terms a little bit. And who knows, maybe we'll be able to get something out of it in the long run. But having a power block like France on our side is a good idea. Of course, the English are probably going to be the ones who are least happy about this, but whatever, they can do what they want. I think that the Moors have switched over and are now attacking the Milanese for some reason. That seems like a really terrible idea. Okay. Still got these shitty rebels all over the place. They don't seem to be really growing or anything, so it shouldn't make too big a difference. Hungarians losing to rebels. Good job. Okay, so... I don't know what they're saying here. Right, well, whatever.
Kaiser.
Okay, we can start recruiting these guys, and that's going to help.
Ja, mein Kaiser.
We can move these guys to here, and that will also help.
March.
And we can move
Kaiser.
these guys into here,
Ja,
which will
Kaiser.
be a
Joining
huge help. So
forces,
now we've got
Kaiser.
a lot of mailed knights in this force. And the mailed knights, even though these guys have these good spears, are going to be really helpful since they've got quite a lot of missile troops that are high quality. They've got their own mailed knights, but we're still at a disadvantage, so we're going to have to keep on
Orders, Kaiser.
expanding our forces
Your
a little
will.
bit here. So 2 more archers.
Combining troops.
Do we have enough forces? I don't think we have enough forces there. We're going to have to keep bringing in more guys. And, oh well, that's the best we can do, I think, for now. Let's get these guys back to Florence, get the Italian peninsula as defended as we possibly can. And let's
Orders,
get
Kaiser.
our admiral over to that friggin'
Post
island of rebels, which has probably grown
Yeah.
like 5-fold
Fleet
by
ready.
now.
Ja, Kaiser.
Okay, so...
Course plotted. We will make it
Okay,
no
we didn't
further
ram
this
into
day,
the
Kaiser.
French ships, which would have sucked. Okay, good. There's actually apparently rebels up here.
Are you
Still.
sure, Kaiser?
Vilnius, that's a little bit
I
too
must
far for
lay
me
low
to
here.
realistically take, I think.
Kaiser. Ja. I have
Okay,
exhausted
I'm not
myself.
sure where I
Kaiser.
want this guy to get. Getting
Mein
him to
Kaiser.
Constantinople in this area around here is probably about as good as I'm going to be able to get him. We've got plenty of cash. Let's start upgrading towns or whatever has enough population really to upgrade. I want to get that upgraded city size. Here we go, city wall upgrade in Magdeburg. That's a really good one. Frankfurt, no. Stauffen, yes. Okay, and that's going to basically be our turn, what we're going to be doing the next little bit. simply because getting these upgraded means that we open up more tech options. And it also means that we'll have better construction tax base and all that other good stuff. So let's get a port here, I think, actually. Yeah, there we go. Getting a port in Florence would have helped turns ago when I could have built a ship on this side of the... Oh, well, okay, so Byzantium, I think
will not surrender
they've got a
these
tiny,
waters
weak little
easily.
army. I think that we've got a superior force here, so we should be able to repel them at Bologna if necessary. The Moors have decided to leave us alone, and even if they decided to attack, like, their forces are probably ones that I could actually defeat using my cavalry if I brought them down from Innsbruck, or sorry, not Innsbruck, Staufen, and from Bern, so we're going to have to rely on that a little bit. We're going to move these guys down here, because that will mean that we're in definite reinforcement range. I'm not positive if we're in reinforcement range before that, so we're going to build a road. Perfect. We're going to be at 5,048 next turn. That is fine. Anyway, I think that is about as much as we're going to be able to get done here. We've really sort of, I think, reached the limit of what we can do until we've built up our infrastructure just a little bit. It looks like there's more rebels up here, and there's a fucking heretic up there.
And you condemn yourself to purgatory. It matters
wait.
not how pious
Okay,
you
that's
are.
not a very
Your
good
idol is false.
one. I'm going to look for something.
Once I convert you, you'll thank me.
Where is the lists option? The Pope. Let's see here. He really doesn't like us. Let's see here. He likes France, though, and we're allies with France. That's going to help a little bit. Pope Gregory, he's a bit of a dick. He really favors Denmark. That's peculiar. Okay, that's fine, though. Diplomacy, factions. I could have sworn there was a way for me to find, like, my...
Ja.
there we go. Agents.
An Honor Kaiser. For the right, mein Kaiser. An Honor Kaiser.
College shows lists. There we go. Agents. Do I have... Where's my peer sharer?
servant.
Locate him. Oops.
Ja, Holy Kaiser.
Okay, so this is where he is. I need this guy to go back up and deal with that freaking heretic. Because that loony is going to just really screw over my...
Who is the one you suspect?
Okay, so it's going to take him a while to get
Are you
there.
sure?
Let's see if I've got
Arrest
another
now,
one.
if you will, Kaiser.
The controls in this are so different. Let's see here. Show list scroll. Agents. Matthias
Ja,
von
Holy
Salza.
Kaiser.
Okay, he's near Innsbruck, so he's going to go there.
Name the heathen who offends you,
Let's go up
Kaiser.
there as well. Getting more people on him would be a good idea, so we're going to go ahead and do that. And that will help us out quite a bit. There should be another couple settlements up here, and that should help us out if we can take that as well. Get ourselves access to the north coast. But until next time, I think this is as far as we can expand for quite some time now. I think we're going to be stuck on the building phase for quite some time. Anyway, I hope you found this enjoyable, and as always, I hope to see you all next time.